Hey guys, a video on Nike. Bad day after earnings. Now looking at this, you see there is no really growth. Okay, it's just always the same. It's hovering around 10 to 11 billion. I know it's billion, it's a large number, but we'll look at the data in a bit. Here it says that the net income slightly above expectation, but wholesale is down in China. Wait, wholesale plus 5%. I don't know what DTC means. You're gonna have to help me with that. In China, it's down 7%, and then the Q4 sales guided down 2 to 4% year over year, I think. With that, I don't know how it says Q4 because now we will enter Q1 or Q2 or let's look here. Wait. It's confusing. Quarterly. Okay, yep, indeed. Their fiscal year has now delivered the Q3 numbers, and they have now a guidance for Q4. This is going to be Q4. That is, 2 to 4% lower year on year. So I think if we look at this number here, we will have a guidance that is, 2 to 4% lower. And you can see it here. Ever since, here 2024, it has been, before that we had Corona, etc. After Corona, of course, you pump it again. But then here it has been very bad recently. Okay, 2% year on year growth, 0.5, 0.3, -2, -10, -7, -9, -11. Now, okay, we have just 0. We have the same as last year. That's not growth, okay? Your EPS is also declining. This is your net income, okay? And you can see why then the stock is selling off. Also, your projections for next quarter are also again, lowering targets, lowering year on year growth instead of growing. So that's not good, okay? Where I live here in Belgium, there is a very large Nike factory. They do like, I think maybe it's the largest distribution center of Europe. And I know they are doing very bad. Like they are firing people. They are, taking less and less people to work there. And it's not because of AI. It is purely, I think, because of demand and because of costs and because of, competitors, okay? A lot of competitors. So with that, looking at just the numbers and the situation, it's risky. Price is confirming it now. I already, to me, this sell-off here, I think it was here, to me was an indication, look, it's failing and we're opening the door to move down. I said that, look, we are approaching, no wait, I need to look at this here. This was the moment where I said, okay, this is not gonna work, not this one here. We have a potential 5-wave move here, but once we got this sell-off here, we closed in on the 886 here, and to me that was even more of a confirmation that we're gonna take this low, and we have done that now. We already did yesterday and the days before, but like nothing significant happened yet to be able to call this a low. Today we have the earnings report, and we are selling off more. So now with that, we have to look at a possibility to move even down lower because the numbers are so bad. I want to like force maybe a wave 1 in here, wave 2, then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe another 4, 5. Or I'm gonna keep it corrective and label this WX, Y, X, and then a Z wave still. Maybe we can start with that because there's too much overlap in here and then in here as well to call it like here, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is overlap with your wave 4 and your wave 1. That's not something you want to see when you are doing an impulse down. So A, B, C, and a wave W, X, A, B, C, Y, or maybe this is just A, B, C, in a larger wave A, B, C, because yep, we want to make one more low, W, X, Y, X, and then now a Z wave. And then this could have been an ABC done. Maybe now we're gonna get another, or like an internal 3-wave move done in a wave A. We're gonna get potentially a B wave, and then one more C wave to move down. Okay, this is what I would lean towards now, because to me, as long as the competition stays high, as long as the projections are bad and the numbers are bad, the pressure stays high to move lower. Okay, we're now in oversold territory again on the weekly. That's why potentially this is an internal move complete, a 3-wave move. Yep, this could also be indeed the Z wave, because we have a 3-wave move in here, but ultimately it can also be part of a first leg down, okay, in a larger 3-wave move. How do we know which one it's gonna be? We have to wait and see how price reacts to the upside. If it's a clear 3-wave move, then we need to prepare for one more leg down. If we get a clear impulse to the upside, it already increases the probabilities that this is going to be the low. But for now, we have to wait. I don't have any immediate levels anymore. This is the one taken from this W to the X wave. But then maybe I can take a local one, because we changed the count as well. We changed the labeling, so I have to remove that labeling. And like this, we have the 1.382 next at 43.18 taken from this potential A, B, C. You can see we're moving down on lower volume here locally as well compared to the move down here. Maybe that's one good thing. Actually, like if we ignore these spikes, it is increasing actually. And then a range, we only have a range here to take a point of control from. And that one would be sitting at 36.40. So yeah, for now, I would stay off it and just wait, man. We need, to me, in my opinion, on the chart, a 5-wave move up, and then it will still have to correct, and then that correction still needs to hold, but at least the risk will be a little bit less, because we have a 5-wave move to the upside first. Of course, that is if it can recover. Not every company survives forever, okay? I'm not saying Nike is gonna disappear, but it might still take some time. Also, inflation is so high, people are spending less on these things. I think more on maybe traveling as well, because of Instagram and how much you can see of the world, and it excites people to travel. I think festivals and also drugs, etc. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.